most creative quarterback. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Colts and the Texans coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Alongside Charles Davis and CD, you look at the Colts in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, and not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
Marching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll start with the option. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw on second down, Russell. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Russell. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with a football. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Robinson. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Robinson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 18 carries, 83 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Russell buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Robinson on 1st down. And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Dulin. Here's Robinson looking to throw on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Chance there from long distance to get our first points on the board. How close was it to getting there? Pretty darn close.
Houston set to take over. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about like scouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one reason the line will say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. This is brought in at the 21. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ballgame as they come up 1st and 10. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Russell, open man, Amari Rodgers complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter, so that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside, but it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it'll be brought down by the Colts. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Russell. Yeah, this pass broke him up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at about the 14.
I don't think that's happening.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Off play action. action. Robinson. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Robinson now on 1st and 10. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake. Robinson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take over at their own 41. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Russell swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. To throw on 3rd down, Russell delivers another one to Pierce. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis for the homestanding Colts in possession, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Man open is Robinson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 33 yards that time.
Well, not many teams use the fullback in the passing game. Heck, not many teams use a fullback anymore in the NFL. And even with those that do, you don't typically see a lot of big plays when the ball is thrown to him. In this case, it exceeded expectations.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Robinson. Hauled in by Pierce. Touchdown, Colts. Alec Pierce, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. This one fielded at the 5. Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Russell, it's caught. Smith. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Russell gets the dump off to Pierce. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down. Russell. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Pierce. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Russell to Pierce. They set up the screen. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Texans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Here's Johnny Hekker now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL.
Son of a
7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
To throw is Robinson. To throw on 2nd down. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments.
Who's Jimmy?
In the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and puts up a nice game.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Operating from the gun, Robinson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Texans will take over. And now out comes Houston. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Russell. And his throw is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Colts to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Off-play action. Robinson. They'll roll him out right. They'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Colts at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Robinson. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. Now Robinson looking to throw on 2nd down. And that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here's Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Throwing to start the drive. Russell finds his man. It's John Mechie. 2nd and 4. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. First and 10, it's Pierce. Oh, able to revoke. Pierce has it knocked loose. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
First and 10, Taylor now. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action, Robinson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mike Storm, 32 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Pierce now up the middle. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Holding. Offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
To throw on second down. Russell, right side, complete to Mechie. This offense so far on third down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Russell. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Robinson. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Robinson to throw on 2nd down. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Robinson. And this one complete to Doolin. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to Robinson. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw again. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll run here with Taylor, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Robinson. His pass caught at the 4. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce. As time expires in the first half. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-0. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much.